Hey everyone, Fred Lam here, and welcome to our next video training inside Zero Up Lights. Now in this video, we're going to talk about inventory arbitrage. So by now you should have your niche selected, and also you should have your configurations in place for your Shopify store. So the next thing in our list is obviously products. We need to figure out what to sell, where to find it, and obviously how to have it right into your store. So in this video, we're going to share everything that you need to know on how you can arbitrage other people's inventory so you can get started right away and start selling online. So your goal here is this. It is very important. You are selling products, not inventory. Okay, so with this particular business model, you never want to invest into inventory. It's the number one pitfall for e-commerce. A lot of people that wanted to sell physical products online, the first thing that they want to do is go find a supplier, invest a bunch of money to actually have those products sitting in their inventory or at a warehouse so that they can start selling. That is the old way of doing things. And as a matter of fact, it is putting your business more vulnerable if you actually invest your money into inventory right away, because inventory is cash. And there are too many what ifs that will sabotage your business and money. For example, what if the product doesn't sell? What if the product actually is bought at a higher price than you should? What if there are defects on the product? What if the warehouse damaged your product? There are too many what ifs that is outside your scope, especially when you're starting out with e-commerce. You don't want to invest a lot of time and effort into inventory because that's not the way that you need to do to actually get started. However, having products is very vital for any e-commerce store because obviously your store is selling a physical product. You need products to sell. So how you find products to sell is simply using inventory arbitrage. It's the best way to build a long-term profitable business by using other people's inventory. You never want to carry any inventory for your store, and your customers do not care and will never know this. As long as they receive what they saw on your store, pay the price that they are willing to pay, and they receive the product, they don't care if it is shipping from Asia or from Thailand or from New York or from New Zealand. They don't care. As long as they receive it, that's all it matters. So in simple English, inventory arbitrage is simply borrowing other people's inventory to sell on your store. So you're just needing to put in the images, description, and price, and you're selling other people's inventory. That's what you are doing. So in a nutshell, this is how inventory arbitrage works. You have your online store. So on step one, you find the supplier that will obviously give you the ability to arbitrage their inventory. And when you found them, you really simply grab the following information. Number one, what your cost is going to be. Number two, what the description of the product is going to be, and number three, the pictures of the product that you want to sell. And once you have these three information, all you have to do is to upload it into your store and mark up the price. So now when a customer goes to your store to buy the products through obviously seeing the description, seeing the price, and looking at the images, and that's how people buy online nowadays, you simply collect money first up front. So you're essentially collecting money first up front that the customer pay, and then knowing that there is going to be money in your bank account, you simply use your credit card and simply go to your supplier and give them the information of your customer and also pay your cost of goods, so you make a margin right in between. So when you collected the information from your customer and gave it over to the supplier, they will ship the product directly to your customer, and they will provide you with the tracking information. So if your customer asks, where is my product? Well, guess what? You got a tracking number in place. So this way, you're not selling any inventory. You're not needing to invest into any inventory. All you're really doing is selling a product online that you're arbitraging the inventory of your supplier. Now, Fortune 100 companies actually use this exact method for nearly decades, over decades. Amazon, right? They create a platform to allow vendors to sell their goods. Majority of the products on Amazon is actually not owned by Amazon. It is actually owned by the vendor. All Amazon really did is create a platform where vendors can upload the images, upload the description, and simply put a price and sell it on their store, and Amazon make a cut right in between. There's also Apple. Apple created a platform for developers to sell apps, and they're simply arbitraging the resources from developers, and they make a cut as well. Car dealerships use the exact same method. Car dealership use something called a floor plan to let other people, such as banks, to carry their inventory, so they're selling just products. So they don't have to basically take out a lot of money up front to have these cars sitting in their lots. All they're doing is obviously arbitraging the inventory of the bank who actually owns those cars, and once the car is being paid off, guess what? They simply just pay the amount to the bank and they make the profit right in between. So you're essentially leveraging this exact method that has been used for decades, over decades, towards your e-commerce business. Now, the benefits of the inventory arbitrage is, number one, you never need to invest a penny in inventory. So your upfront costs and your upfront startup costs is going to be very, very, very low. Number two, you never need to have a fulfillment center or warehouse. If you have a third-party fulfillment center or warehouse, you have to pay monthly fees, you got to pay hidden fees, you got to pay for processing fees. There's a lot of fees involved, and if you are using inventory arbitrage, then you essentially don't need to pay any of these. Number three, you have access to millions of products to sell online. You are not going to be attached to a product that you are selling because you don't have any inventory. All you did is simply grab the information, upload it to your site, and start selling, so that you basically have very, very minimal risk. And again, you never need to worry about cash flow because, number one, when a customer collects or gives you their money and buy the product on your store, and it'll take 3 to 4 processing days for that money to go into your bank account, well, guess what? Just simply use your credit card, leverage it, and buy the product from your vendor and have them shipped directly to your customer so that you don't have any cash flow problem. Again, this is very important. I mentioned this a little bit earlier and a couple minutes ago, is that you never want to be attached to the products you sell, even if it doesn't sell. If you have inventory, guess what? You got to do everything you can to blow it out because those are cash. Now, if you're arbitraging inventory, then if a product doesn't sell, guess what? Just delete it off your store and go find another one. And that's the beauty of having inventory arbitrage. Now, when it comes to inventory arbitrage, you may be wondering, well, Fred, where can I get started? Where can I start arbitraging inventory? What are the golden marketplace that I can actually start selling online? And without a shadow of a doubt, the golden marketplace is going to be AliExpress. AliExpress is a sister company of Alibaba. So, as we all know, Alibaba is the biggest B2B platform where manufacturers wholesale products directly to retailers, where retailers resell it to their customers. Now, when AliExpress actually was created by Alibaba, they need vendors on there. So they simply tap in back to their pool of vendors on Alibaba and the manufacturer to actually create a store in AliExpress to start to sell. So what's happening is that you are now directly going to the manufacturer of the products to actually sell your product. So you don't actually have to go find a third party to pay wholesale price, to have middleman making a cut. You're now directly getting access to the manufacturer, and the best part is that there is no minimum that you need to actually spend. You can sell it based on per product. And on AliExpress, you have access to millions of products to sell directly from manufacturers. Now, when you're on AliExpress, Zero Up is fully integrated with AliExpress, and we automate the entire process from basically a product engine with a one-click upload product so you don't have to copy and paste. There is an automatic ordering system in place, and there's automatic tracking in place. So if you want to streamline your business and really want it to have it hands-off, don't have to do the data entry work, then you definitely want to look at Zero Up. Now, there's another app that I recommend that's called Shopsy. If you're not ready for Zero Up, I highly encourage you to look into Shopsy. It is semi-automatic. And it's not fully automatic like Zero Up, but it's semi-automatic, and it will save you a lot of time and a lot of money at the same time. And I'll share more in detail of what that is in just a minute. But first, let's talk about some AliExpress tips and hacks that my student and I are using. Tip number 1 is product selection. You want to first search based on your desired keyword of the products you want to sell and sort it by the lowest price first. Because if you can buy a product at the lowest price and sell it at the highest, you make a lot more margins, and that's what you want to do in traditional business. The lower that you buy in your product and the higher you sell, the more money you make, and that same analogy happens within AliExpress. Number 2, not only do you want to find the lowest price, you also want to confirm the quality of the goods from other buyers' feedback. The beauty about AliExpress is that there's a lot of other people that buy on AliExpress, and when that happens, people leave reviews, they leave feedback. Utilize that so that you don't actually have to buy the product yourself, and you can let other people tell you the quality of the products. And that said, you only want to sell product with 4.5 stars and above with recent orders. So if you take a look at the screenshot right now, and I actually bolded up a lot bigger, you can see that right now this one actually have 5 stars, right? And in the recent order, they have like 1,639 orders. If there are over 1,639 orders with a 5 out of 5 star rating, obviously this is going to be a good product that you can sell with high quality. Now, I tend to go after 4.5 and above is because sometimes there are some very unrealistic customers. They may be doing some kind of complaint. You know what? That's outside of our control. So I'm more lenient on this, and I look at 4.5 stars and above. And if the product aligns with the lowest price, it aligns with a 4.5 star and above with good buyer's feedback and has a decent amount of recent orders, then this product will look very, very decent. So there's a high chance that I will sell that product. But on top of that, I would always do the second thing, which is looking for an e-packet. So not only do you want to make sure that the product itself aligns with all these numbers, you want to make sure that this product can be shipped by e-packet. And what e-packet really is it's called e-commerce packaging. It's a relationship that China Post have created with other government-owned postal office, such as USPS from United States, Royal Mail from UK, Canada Post from Canada, and a dozen other countries, where it is a joint venture partnership for faster delivery. Everything will be shipped by air, and there's going to be tracking information. So obviously, thanks to Amazon, we as an e-commerce owner, we want our customers to receive the product as quickly as possible. And when these products are being shipped from China to overseas, obviously it does take some time. So that's why you want to choose e-packet, so that your customer will receive the product a lot more quicker. Now, at a lot of times when you're going through the product selection, some vendors actually have it for free. Okay, they eat the cost of the e-packet. But at max, they would charge around $2, and this $2 will absolutely be worth it. So regardless of what you sell on AliExpress, you want to make sure that you select e-packet. Now, almost all vendors on AliExpress have e-packet options, so that's a good thing. But you still want to do your research to double check and make sure that e-packets are available, because some vendors may not have e-packet as an option. So once you found the product, check if they actually have e-packet or not. Number 3, vendor selection. This is an additional research that you want to do to make sure that you are working with the right vendor. Now, under the vendor selection, you only want to sell products from vendors with positive feedback. There are so many people that can create an account on AliExpress in China. Obviously, you want to work with the people that have positive feedback. And there are 3 requirements that you want to look at. First is items as described, right? You want to make sure that the rating is 4.5 and above in the rating of item as described, so you don't actually have your customer being upset and want a refund. You don't want that to happen. So make sure the item as described is 4.5 star and above. Second is communication. You want to make sure that the communication is, again, 4.5 and above, so that you know that if you have any issue or if you have any questions, they will respond right away. So make sure you actually look at that. The third one is going to be shipping speed. Some people on AliExpress are actually not manufacturer. They are utilizing the same thing that you're doing right now, which is arbitraging other people's inventory. They can actually create an account on AliExpress, put the product on sale, but they actually don't own the product. They basically have another store or another partner or another manufacturer that is their friend, and say they're selling the product and tell their friend to actually process the order. So if that happens, then it will extend the processing time, and the shipping time and speed will be affected. So you want to make sure that you look at the shipping speed at 4.5 and above, so that you know that they process order really quickly once you place an order, so it doesn't get stuck into the queue. Last but not least, on top of these three, there's always a seller summary. And there is a feedback score, which is called the positive feedback score, for every single vendor. You want to make sure that their positive feedback score is 95% and above. If it is lower than that, I would say I would shy away from it, to be really honest with you. You only want to work with great vendors who are there to help you. And these right here is the screen that you can actually see a snapshot on AliExpress, that you can see the seller summary, the detailed seller ratings, etc., etc. Now, tip number 4. This is super important. Like I said earlier, the shipping speed is very important because it all drills down to the processing time. E-packet shipping time is always going to be the same, but it really matters is the processing time. Now, if you go to AliExpress, you will never find the processing time unless if you know how to read and inspect source code of AliExpress. This is a hidden information from the public, and you want to find manufacturers who ship products out in less than 3 days. If it is more than 3 days, you for a fact will know that they are also arbitraging other people's products, other people's inventory, and having it right in their store on AliExpress to sell. So you're not directly getting the product from the manufacturer, and you don't want that to happen. So let's say for an example right now, at the bottom, here's a screenshot that works. And again, only Shopsy app can see this important information. So that's why I encourage you to actually look into Shopsy app, and I'll share more detail in just a minute. But if you have Shopsy, you will see that the processing time is going to be very prominent on telling you how long it'll take for that order to get shipped out from the warehouse. And if you look at the third one over here, it says 7 days. So I can guarantee you for a fact that this vendor don't have this product in their warehouse. So that's why it takes them a week before the product can be shipped out. You want to look for one that are like around 3 days or less, so that once you place an order on AliExpress on behalf of your customers, right, you want that to be shipped out ASAP so you are not losing out on time. And again, Shopsy can see all these, and the processing time is actually hidden from the public, and it is a critical information that you need. Tip number 5, room for margins, right? You want to have the ability to sell 4x of your buying price. So let's say for an example, if your cost is going to be $5, and your cost is always going to include e-packet. So whatever you pay, okay? The cost of the product and the cost of e-packet will equal to, let's say, $5. If it is equal to $5, you always want to sell at a 4x. So for a $5 cost product, you want to sell it for $20. And there's a reason why. If you look at the breakdown of your sales, it will be as follows. 25% of your cost of goods will actually be obviously going towards your vendor, the shipping and everything. And when it comes to e-commerce, around 50% to 70% is going to be the ad costs, because obviously you need to pay for the advertising and you don't want to pay from your pocket, right? You want to basically have the margins in place so that when you actually have an order, that margin pays off for the advertising too. So let's say that in this example, we have 50% ad cost. So it costs you $10 in advertising in order for you to actually sell a $20 product in your store. So that will leave you with 25% gross profit. So if you actually have 4x, you will see that 1/4 goes to the cost of the product, half of it, okay, 2/4 are going to be going to the ad cost. You are going to be left with a 1/4, which is 25% of what you're selling at, so you actually pocket some money, and that's what you want to do. Now, here's the thing though. 4x is a number that is tested and proven. However, you got to answer this question. You don't want to basically always have 4x is not a rule that you have to follow every time. Okay, you have to do your due diligence. And like I said earlier in video number 1, if you're living in your niche, you will know if your product have a perceived value of the marked up price that you have. So let me give you an easy example. Let's say that you go down to the grocery store and an apple usually costs around $1, okay, for easy math. And if you actually sell the apple in your store for $4, people are not going to buy because they don't see a perceived value of an apple that's $4 where they can actually get it from a grocery store for $1. So you got to basically live in your market and ask yourself, if I were to actually sell this product at 4x the price, will the person on the other side of the screen want to buy the product, right? So you got to answer that. Is there a perceived value? And if there's no perceived value, then obviously you can do 3x. And that will still may work, okay? But 4x is always going to be the golden number. Tip number 6. Does your product have the ability to diversify to a sales funnel? Listen, a lot of people in the e-commerce space, they never talk about sales funnel, which is not good because that way you're not maximizing dollar revenue that you are going to generate. Your goal when you are building your e-commerce business is to build a sales funnel. And Zero Up Lab does this for you with a drag and drop builder. Because by simply having the ability to have a sales funnel in place, you want to see if you can sell other related products that goes in conjunction with your initial product. So let's say that McDonald's is a perfect example. You want to structure your business like McDonald's. And for McDonald's, well, when you're selling the burger, you'll be always asked, do you want fries with that? Do you want drinks? And when the cashier asks you that question, a lot of times you will say yes. So when the initial order was just a burger that may be just $3 may turn out to be a bill that's going to be $10 that includes a soft drink, the fries, and ice cream, etc. So that's what you want to do. You want to see if your products can be diversified into a sales funnel. Is there any other related items that can go hand in hand with what you are selling? And that's very important. You want to think a little bit further ahead. You're not going to implement it right away, but you want to think big. You want to think ahead because that's where you start to get more profit, more revenue for your business. Tip number 7, price shopping. Okay, once you actually find a converting product, you absolutely need to do price shopping. Many vendors on AliExpress carry the exact same products, and it is your job to find the cheapest one and conduct your analysis every week to ensure you're buying goods at the lowest price. So, perfect example is if you are already selling a product that's making you profit and you found another vendor that's selling it for cheaper, well, guess what? You just make more money because you've done your due diligence and you've been looking and doing price shopping every single week and always buying from the lowest cost possible, making you the highest return. Also, at the same time, if you're finding a converting product, here's something else that you can do. You can ask for a discount from your existing vendor and sell them a future with volume. Every single vendor on AliExpress love volume because they know that they can make more money off of you. So if you actually find a converting product that works, let's say you're selling 10 a day and it's been consistent for like a week or two, you can hit up your vendor and say, listen, I can actually sell 100 of these every single day, but I need you to give me some kind of discount or give me some kind of volume break so I can drive more sales for you, but at the same time, I obviously need to make more margins because I gotta afford more advertising and all those other stuff. And a lot of these vendors will understand, and when they see the potential in you and your business, they will say, all right, I'm going to drop the price just for you if you can actually give me volume and drive me more orders. So that is very possible, and that's what we do at the same time. Tip number 8. So obviously now you've had converting products, what do you want to do? You want to build relationship with vendors. Many vendors carry a wide range of products, even products they don't showcase in their store. So if you build a strong relationship with a few key vendors for growth, what's going to happen is that they may have new products that they have not uploaded into AliExpress and say, hey, check out this product. We haven't uploaded to AliExpress yet. You can start selling it yourself if you want. So you're getting a competitive advantage. And vendors is really your assets. Because if you really build a relationship with your vendor, there are things that you can do. Number one, you can ask for exclusivity on your product so that you don't have a competitor that's going to be selling the same product as you. So you're protecting your own brand, you're protecting your own sales, you're protecting your own store. Now, vendors also actually go an extra mile if you build a good relationship with them. If you say, hey, I'm looking for this product, I can't find it anywhere, can you help me source the product? A lot of times, these vendors will do it for you, especially if you have a relationship built with them. So again, you want to build a relationship with vendors, and as we all know, we're dealing with people, and people love to be treated well. And if you treat your vendors well, you respect them, you talk to them on a regular basis, you build a relationship with them, you will have a much better competitive advantage than anyone else. So that said, I'm actually going to go to AliExpress and show you where some of these things are so that you know what to expect, all right? So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go to AliExpress.com. And let's say that we're still working on the Dragon website, right? I'm going to say Dragon necklace. Okay, I'm just typing a keyword in here. So once I've done that, the first thing I'm going to do is right here on the price, I'm going to sort it by price. So it's going basically on ascending. Okay, I'm going to basically look at this piece. Game of Thrones, don't sell these kind of stuff. I don't want you to get in trouble. This dragon pendant is 33 cents, right? Pretty awesome. Let's see. I don't like any of these right now. 34 cents. This dragon is actually doing really well. 34 cents. Let's see. 34 cents. Wow, a lot of people are actually selling these kind of dragon necklace. I don't know why. I'm just seeing what I like. Look at these. Like, these are just like 40 something cents, 50 cents. These are crazy. Let's see. I'm just being picky right now, seeing what I like. Dragon. I'm just taking a look at what I like. Alright, I'm just doing my own research right now, building that store up. Let's see. I'm just thinking what kind of dragon. Oh, I like this one. This one's actually pretty good. 67 cents, 17 orders. Not bad, not too shabby. This is the Dragon Alloy Wolf Tooth. Not bad. Let's see. You know what? I'm not going to waste time. I'm just going to randomly choose one right now. I'm going to go back to page 1. So again, I'm going to look for one that had a lot of order. This one. Alright, so this one is around, I think it is a 4.8 out of 5 star. It's 34 cents a piece, so we're going to click in here. And obviously, first thing, it's 4.8 out of 5. Good. We know the quality of the product is great. People are happy about it. And you can actually look at the votes to see what people are saying, so you know what to expect on here. Okay, there's like person 1, discussion when the product arrived but did not come almost 3 months. So this person obviously for sure didn't use e-packet. Cool pendant. Very much so, especially not chain darkening quickly. Okay, so thank you, very fast. Recommended seller. Okay, so rope is convenient. Was sent in 3 weeks. So this guy took some time to actually do it. So there's a mixed result. Okay, so you do your due diligence. So let's say that, well, it's 4.8 out of 5 star. They have 296 order, pretty good numbers. Let's see if they have ePacket. So here you can see that they do have ePacket. So we're primarily selling to the United States, and they do have ePacket. So now my price is going to be $2.69. So at $2.69 multiplied by 4, it's going to be around $10. That's good. A $10 necklace, that makes sense in a retail perspective. So let's say that you wanted to actually sell this product. Now, again, you want to do your due diligence to see this store. So here's a problem, right? Item as described, communication and shipping speed. 4.6, 4.6, 4.4. Yeah, not so good, right? I want 4.5, but every one of these are actually hovering around 4.5. So this is going to be a little bit scary right now. So I'm going to open up a new browser, and I'm going to look at the feedback. It's asking me to log in. Do I have to log in? Yes, I do have to log in. Okay. Oops. Let me log in. Alright, so, wow. He's getting actually a lot of negative feedback. 96%. You know what? It's too close, so I'm gonna say no. Even though it's like 4.5, but this one is actually dropped under 4.4. It's 4.4. Not good. I'm not gonna use this vendor. So let me see. Goodbye. I'm look for another one. Let's see. 66. Not gonna be a lot of order. 124. 148. 59. Oh, this one sells really well, but this is Game of Thrones. I don't want that to happen. 17. Let's see. 93. This one. Pretty good. Okay, let's see. 4.6. Okay, it's a little bit above. Let me see if they have ePacket. Yep, they do have ePacket. So my price is going to be $2.86. So that's going to be good if I sell it for $10. This one is okay. I actually don't really like this, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time figuring it out right now. So that's that. Okay, so 4.6 is okay. Let's see. I'm just going to look at the rating. I'm going to visit their store, go to feedback, and it's asking me to do CAPTCHA. What's going on? A4 5P. Alright, so I don't know why I can't see the feedback. They have an error. And FBH. Okay, so there's an error happening. I don't know what is going on. So they have 96% feedback. I can't see the information that I need for the store, so goodbye. I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to jeopardize my business if I don't have these information that I really need. So it's very important. So this one has some kind of rhinestone in the middle. I like that. Oh, this is nice. Okay, it's 53 cents. This one, red. Okay, let me see if they have ePacket. So they don't have ePacket, so goodbye. I'm not going to use you. So again, you just want to, like, just doing this, clicking in, going in there, do take some time. But again, these are important things that you got to do. 129, let's see, 4.8, not bad. Let's see, they have ePacket, so it's $2.59, not bad. 4.8, 4.7, 4.7, 4.5. So it's still okay, not as good, but it's still going to be doable. I will watch out for them and see how it goes. But let's say that I wanted to basically sell this all at a line, then all you got to do is basically screenshot or save all these images into your folder, look at the description, and then obviously go into your Shopify store and manually add these into your store. It will probably take you around, I would say, 20 minutes to 30 minutes to actually have these variants and have these in place. Now, one thing that I would suggest you to do is that if you're doing these manually, you would always want to basically create a spreadsheet to remind yourself which vendor you are using to fulfill the order, so that you basically don't lose into the mix and scramble around. Very important stuff. So if we're gonna put this product into our store, I would actually copy this URL and have it in a spreadsheet, so that when a customer actually orders it, I will then obviously have it right into your store. And that's what you want to do. So all you got to do is just copy these images, copy these variants, put it in your store. Make sure you marked up the price. Right now it's $2.59. I would basically sell this for like $10 or $12 in my store, and come up with a description and all those other fun stuff on there. Okay, so again, that's what you want to do. Go through this yourself, really look for the products and going from there. Now, if you want to make this a lot easier and a lot quicker, I recommend you, if you're not getting Zero Up, I highly recommend you to actually get Shopsy. Just go to www.shopsy.com/Fred. Shopsy will cut down the time drastically for you. There's a one-click product importing with presets. So click a button and that product will obviously be added into your store. There is a one-click ordering. So if a customer order, you don't actually have to go back to your spreadsheet, figure out who you bought it from, and then copy and paste your customer's information on AliExpress. All you gotta do is click on one button and it will automatically order the product for you without you doing the manual work. Number 3, and that's auto order tracking. So when your vendor ships out the product, uploaded the tracking order into your account, Shopsy will automatically grab those information, put it into your Shopify account, and send it to your customer and mark the item as fulfilled. There's also variant customization. There are splits variants. So let's say that we wanted to sell this product and we want to sell the 2 different ones. One is the bronze, one is the silver, and you want 2 different products on there. With Shopsy, we can do that. There's also a product availability alert. So let's say if this product is out of stock or this page no longer exists, the vendor decides to remove this product, or if there's a price change on the product, you will get an alert right away in your account on telling you that there is an update. So again, there's a lot more that you can do with Shopsy. I highly encourage you to check it out if you are not going to join us inside Zero Up, because for us, what I want to provide with you guys are ways to simplify your entrepreneurship. I don't want you to go to a data entry work. Shopsy can do all that for you. So again, just go to www.shopsy.com/Fred, and let me do a quick demo on Shopsy right now to really share with you how quickly this can be done. So I'm just going to go here, and we're going to www.shopsy.com/Fred, and then I'm going to try Shopsy risk-free for 14 days. 14 days risk-free, just do it. All right, no harm about it. And I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to create an account. I'm going to make this bigger. Proceed to next step. And then I will select $29 a month or $2. It's up to you. I got to put in my credit card information. So hold on one sec. Alright, so I have to blur out my credit card, obviously. I'm going to go click create an account. Once you got that done, you want to click on set up Shopsy now. So what's going to happen is that there's going to be a step-by-step on things that you got to do. Number 1, you got to install the Chrome extension. So click on here and add to Chrome, add extension. Alright, so once that is added, you can see it is already added. And then you want to go back and say this is done. Then you want to connect to a Shopify store. So click on here, and I'm going to do dragonstribe.myshopify.com. Submit. All right, so I'm just going to log in. Okay, once you have logged in, just click on Install Unlisted App. for it to get authorized. Alright, once that is done, your last step is to configure the settings. So click on configure settings, and then first you want to fill all these information out. Okay, let's say that, what is the percentage markup? Well, I'm going to mark it up by simply 400%. Okay, and you can end it with cents. So I love ending it with like 95 cents. And then the compare price, I will mark it up by, I would say 600%. And I will end it with like a 95 cent as well. Press save. That's done. And then auto fulfill, so you can fill all these out if you want. Order phone number, the phone number is used to auto order. So here, you can use your customer's phone or use your own phone. It's up to you. I always use my own phone, okay? And then here, you can actually put in a note to your supplier. And I will say select e-packet when available, okay? And here, I would say no invoice or any marketing pamphlet materials. Thanks. Please ship with my store's name, Dragon's Tribe. Press save. And now you can set up the alert. So alert me when there's a price change, alert me when the product disappears. So all these are going to be done. And last but not least, obviously you want to put in your AliExpress login information over here so that it can automatically order for you. And also, at the same time, automatically have the tracking in place. So once you have done all these, then all you got to do is simply go to aliexpress.com right now. And let's say that I want to look for a dragon necklace again. Okay. When I do that, you can see that right now, it's not showing up yet. Sorted by price. Alright, so now you can see right away if there's an e-packet or not, and what the processing time is going to be. Take a look at that. There's e-packet, processing time, all that is in place. And now the price over here, this $2.54 to $2.68 includes the price as well. So you don't have to do the work yourself. Right now, everything you can see is from a bird's eye perspective right now. So you can see the processing time, you can see all these. You can actually add this into your wish list, into your store if you want. Or if you want to basically publish this product, all you gotta do is click on here. And then all you gotta do is click this button. And you can change the title. So let's say that I'm gonna change it to the dragon. I'm just making it up. The dragon punk necklace. Choke necklace. Choke necklace. Alright. Ta-da! And then you can see all these information added to your store is 400% increase. It will add all these variants in place for you. So all the pricing has been adjusted at all these products. So you can actually move it. You can add in the product tag if you like. You can add it to a specific collection. So you make all the adjustments you want over here. But again, everything is already had in for you by default, especially going to your Dragon's Tribe, in my case, going to a Dragon's Tribe account and everything. Then all I have to do is publish to Shopify. And once I actually click on publish to Shopify, this product and all the images are now being added right into the Shopify store. Now, obviously, it does take some time because there's a whole lot of variants in this one. There's like 2, 4, so right here, it says success. Now it's all added. And now, if I go back to my store, when I log in to my store, you can see that this product is now added right into my store. You can see the titles change. You can add in description. All the variants are in here. And then all you really have to do is just click on Manage Store Online. And you can see all the price are marked up already for you. Up 400%. Press Save. And now, take a look. I have this product right in my store that I can actually start selling right away. So, again, I always highly suggest you to take a look at Shopsy. It's just going to help you automatically add these products right into your store by clicking a button. It says it's all connected. Take a look at that. All that is now in your store. So now if a customer goes to your store to buy this product right now, then all you got to do is log into your Shopsy account, click on one button, and that order will automatically be ordered for you by default. You don't actually have to copy and paste your customer's information again, and it will also track for you automatically. So I highly encourage you to look at Shopsy. Go to www.shopsy.com/Fred. So to recap, first of all, research on AliExpress for your products. Very important. And you want to find 25 products to preload into your store. That's what you want to do right now. Go basically use the 8 tips that I give you. Go find the products, upload 25 products into your store, and I highly recommend you to check out Shopsy. You can get a 14-day free trial, test it out, play around with it, and all you got to do is simply go to www.shopsy.com/Fred, and you can start basically building your store a lot quicker. It took me like less than 3 minutes to have the product up, or even like 60 seconds, and I have my product up rather than spending like 20 minutes or 30 minutes having it in place. All right, so that's it for this video. Please go ahead, start doing your research on AliExpress, go get Shopsy, and start adding 25 products loaded into your store, so then we can actually get ready into getting traffic and turbocharging your store. All right, so that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video.